Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ali Jade. If you aren't new here, hello, hi, welcome back. So you can probably tell by the title of this video, it is going to be the books that I read in 2022. It's a little bit late, it's February, better late than never, it's fine. I will explain just quickly that there are library books that I read last year and there are a lot of Kindle books that I read last year, which neither of them are here now. But if you want a video on the Kindle books that I read, let me know and I can try and make that happen. But library books, I honestly can't remember unless I go through like my library log. But anyway, we have a decent, well not decent, we have a bit of books that we read last year, like physical copies. Most of them are Kindle, I'm not gonna lie, Kindle or library. For some reason I spend all of my money on physical books, but I read Kindle and library books more. It's a bad habit, I know, and I should probably stop, but we probably won't, so it's fine. Anyway, let's get straight into this video. So the first book that I am going to be talking about that I read last year is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. If you have read this book, it's so cute. It's so sweet. If you haven't, I personally recommend it if you're into like the whole cute little romances. If I remember correctly, it doesn't have smut as such, but basically it's two best friends, a guy and a girl, and they love each other, but they haven't told each other that they love each other. So there's a fake dating type trope in there, and one thing leads to another, and I'm pretty sure you all know how that goes. I don't want to obviously spoil anything, but I love the characters in this book. I'm not going to say 5 stars. I reckon maybe 3.5, 4. Just because it was definitely cute, but I feel like it just wasn't 5 stars for me, which is fine. It was still a really good book and I still really enjoyed it. So The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams is definitely something that I would recommend, especially to those of you that like little cute romances. The next one is The Love Hypothesis. Now, I had this book probably sitting there for months before I actually read it. It is like a STEM romance book, fake dating trope again, very cute little romance, a little bit of spice if you're into that. But overall, I think that Ali Hazelwood is one of my favorite authors. She wrote this extremely well. That's just my personal opinion. Please understand that I'm not saying that you guys have to like the book. You don't have to like the book. I'm just talking personal experiences here, and I personally like this one. I think I probably would rate it a 4.5. I just love the entire book, and Olive and Adam are the cutest little characters ever. But yeah, so I definitely liked this one as well. If you've seen my February TBR, I put Love on the Brain on it and I have already read it, so I can't wait to talk about that one too. But yeah, so that's this one, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. It was a really good read. I do recommend this book as well. Right, so the next one is, I'm gonna have to like grab them all, but Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me. I'm pretty sure that's the way that it goes. Anyway, so I read these 3. I have the entire series except for a couple of the novellas. I think I got through these ones. I tried reading the 4th one and I just couldn't get through it. I don't know if it's because I just wasn't feeling it anymore, or if it's something that I could possibly go back to. I haven't tried. I think that these 3 itself are amazing. There's so much, detail and attraction, and I think the characters were really good. Having, Juliet have I don't want to spoil anything, but I feel like a lot of people have already read these books, but I don't want to spoil anything. But I think Juliet and everything that was going on with her was portrayed very nicely. I would rate all of these probably a 4.5. I wouldn't say 5, just because I'm sure there's a lot that I'm missing because I haven't read the other 3 plus the novellas. But yeah, so I think my favorite one was probably Unravel Me or Ignite Me, one of the two. But yes, they were definitely really good books and really good reads. I would suggest reading them. I recommend reading them. Even if you don't read the whole lot, these 3 are my favorite, which if I'm correct, she wrote, I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, but I'm pretty sure she wrote these books first and then added the other ones. So I don't think it really matters if you just read the first 3, but I did. I'll probably eventually try and get through the rest of them. But these are the 3 that I got through so far. And I love these 3, and they're definitely close to me. So yeah. Very awkward today. I apologize. Alright, so the next, I'm gonna go with 2, like the first one first, but was Twisted Love by Anna. This one, probably a 3 star. It was good. The groveling, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Definitely upped my standards of men, in a sense, okay? If you know what part I'm talking about, then you'll know what I mean by groveling. But otherwise, it was a good read. I definitely enjoyed other books more, but I think that this was a really good book. Her writing, I love. But I've read the second book, which is actually the next book that I've read, which is Twisted Games. This one was a lot better than the first one. I don't know if it's just because I connect with the characters more. Obviously Alex and Ava are adorable, but if you have read this one, then Bridget and I forgot his name. Reese and Bridget. I think this is my favorite so far. I haven't read the last 2, but I'm hoping that this stays my favorite because I loved Twisted Games so much. The, you know, relationship and the chemistry between the 2 were beautiful. This one was definitely very cute, but there was a lot to unravel between them as characters and as a couple. I think that it was very interesting with the plot twist and everything else. I don't want to spoil it. I feel like I've already spoiled it, but anyway. But this is my favorite, and I will forever say that no matter what. So these were another 2 books that I read the last year, 2022, and I loved this one, I think, a little bit more than this one. And I think that's okay. Sometimes you find books in a series where you like the third more than the first. It's fine. The next one that I have on my little pile is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This, I think, was one of my only 5-star reads from last year. I know that there is a lot of people that are like, oh, could have been better. I personally love it. I forgot that I was reading. I don't do that very often, but I forgot that I was reading a book. I forgot that she's not real. I found myself Googling if she was real. She is not. I'll tell you that right now. If you Google Evelyn Hugo, all that'll come up is this book. And I was a little sad about that. But it was definitely captivating. I loved the characters. The writing is beautiful. I love the entire thing. And if I could read it again for the first time, I would. I would sell my soul. I would sell my cat, who I love dearly. I would sell everything I own just to be able to reread this again. Please don't tell my cat, she'll kill me. But yeah, so this is definitely something that I enjoyed reading a lot, and I love this book. It's definitely one of my 5-star reads from last year. I do have another one, but it was on Kindle. But if you have read Say You Swear, again, I can make a video about it. But anyway, yeah, so that's another book, 5 stars. I loved the characters. I just loved how it was like created and portrayed, and it just felt so real and lifelike that it actually was what she was writing. But yeah, so that's The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. The next one, who I love this author completely, Tessa Bailey. I read Fix Her Up. If you're into like a little bit of spice, It's so dusty in my room currently. I love it. Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I love Tessa Bailey. She definitely writes spicier books than your average ones, but Fix Her Up was really cute. It was definitely like that whole, I mean, I don't really know how to explain it without spoiling it, but I think this was probably like a 3.5, 4-star read. It was definitely cute. I finished it in a day. It was sweet. It was just anything that you want in your romance books, I guess, which seems to be kind of a pattern in the books that I read last year, physical wise. But yeah, so that one. And then the other one that I have by Tessa Bailey is My Killer Vacation. I think that it was really cute. It was definitely Grumpy meets Sunshine. And overall, I think that it was just adorable. I think that she did really, really well, even though it's a smaller book than what I would usually read. But having, you know, just the whole different, I don't know, really, like, I guess, yeah, you would say grumpy and sunshine vibes, trope, whatever you want to call it. I did thoroughly enjoy this book, but I would probably give it like a 4-star, 3.5, maybe 3.7. I don't know, but I did really like this book, and it was really cute. I'm not gonna lie, it was adorable at the end. But yes, I recommend this book. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong one. That's not what I read. Okay, well, I haven't read that one yet. I thought I grabbed a different one, but apparently I didn't. It Ends With Us. I read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. It's over there. I'm not getting up and moving to grab it. But I personally liked it a lot. Whether that's because of the being able to relate or not, I will agree that it's definitely dramatified. Like, there's the dramatics kind of like, oh, this is a situation, let's like dramify it 10 times. But overall, I think that she had a message inside the book that could be helpful for a lot of people, in being understood and having that relatable part through the book that allows other people, women, men, to understand that they aren't alone and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'd probably rate it like a 4.5. But I personally liked it. I do like Colleen Hoover's books. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a lot of, you know, she's not a good writer. I personally think she is. If you don't, that's fine. I personally do. And you don't have to agree with me. I'm okay with that. Anyway, so the next book is Verity. If you haven't read Verity, please read it. Even if you don't like Colleen Hoover, I feel like you'd probably like this book if you like the thriller. It's definitely, you know, it's got a little bit of romance in it, but it's not the sole focus. It was definitely a plot twist. I read it in one sitting. I was so confused by the end of the book. I'm still confused to this day about this book, and what happened and why it happened. It definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. Personally, it did for me. Again, I'm not saying it's going to for you, but I think this was another one of my 5-star reads. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely something that I enjoyed reading. So yeah, I do recommend this one. It is definitely a thriller. It definitely made me feel very antsy, I guess, just because of the way that Colleen writes this book. It really does make you feel like there's someone near you and watching you, and it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but not in the way that you're, not in a bad way, if that makes sense. But anyway, another book that I read last year was The Mister by E.L. James, who is also the author of 50 Shades of Grey. If you've read 50 Shades of Grey, you know there's going to be spice in this book. It is extremely spicy, but I think it is super adorable as well. There's a connection, there's some love, there's, you know, a little bit of touch her, I kill you type vibes, which I don't know, if you like that, you like that. I'm not saying I do, I'm not saying I don't, but it was definitely, it was a love story. It was really cute. I would recommend this book as well, which I've said about all of them so far. But yeah, so as you can tell, I like everything that I read, but there are some books I don't like, and I can talk about those ones too if you guys want, if I find any. But overall, I really like this book. So yeah, it's definitely cute and different from other reads. This book I actually read on Kindle and I brought it, the physical copy, but it is by Monica Murphy. It is A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I thought that this was so cute. It's definitely your enemies to lovers trope. I don't think that I think this is definitely another 5-star read, but Ren and Crew, their relationship was just so cute. In general, like the whole book from the start to beginning, there was just something about them both that I fell in love with. And I really enjoyed this book. I read it on Kindle in one sitting. I am tempted to read it again. Physical copy. I think that it is such a great book, and Monica did a really, really good job with, you know, portraying the characters, and it's definitely something that I recommend you reading if you're into your, you know, romances. It's just really adorable. I mean, when you think about it, it's just so cute. So I love this book so much. It is my heart and soul. The last book that I read that's a physical book was The Spanish Love Deception. I have had this book for so long now. It's not even funny. So long, and it wasn't until last year. I think I wrote it like earlier last year. I didn't read it till the end of last year. I love this book so much. I think it's probably 4.5 stars for me personally. I think that the chemistry between them was super cute. It's definitely an enemies to lovers. Again, if you can see a pattern, shh, no you don't. Personally, I think it was really, really adorable. Their chemistry, the bickering, the little comments, but then also the way that, you know, he is with her and she is with him, and, you know, just everything that happened, and then the family and everything else. I think that it was just so adorable. And it's definitely something that I enjoyed reading. So, yeah, definitely. I don't know. I love the character so much. I completely understand why TikTok was going crazy for Aaron Blackford. But yeah, it was really cute and I loved it. And I definitely recommend this one if you haven't already read it. You should. It is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena. I can't pronounce the last name. I'm not going to butcher it, but there you go. Okay, so that is all of the physical copies of the books that I read last year. It's not a lot, I know. It was really bad. I read a lot of library books and a lot of Kindle books, but this year I'm trying to be better. I do have a video that I want to come out with soon where I'm wrapping all of the books that I haven't read, and we're going to go on blind dates with books. Can I do it? Hopefully. Is there a chance that I'm going to unwrap a book and still not read it? Absolutely. But I'm going to try not to. I really am. I don't know how it's going to go. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your day, night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!